On the road, on me like a rhinestone cowboy. People I don't even know was coming over the phone. I want to thank you for being here. I'm done with my stupidity. I'm done with my excuses. I'm so sick of the fact that I'm streaming so late in the day every single day. And I could continue to blame it on the fact that I'm trying to move out of my house. And every single day, I got other people coming over, other people interrupting my schedule, different things that I got to wait for, different things that keep stalling me. You know what? I am going to keep using that excuse. Because otherwise everything will be fine. But I keep getting disrupted and I'm so sick of it, bro. So sick of it, man. I want to thank you for being here right now. I'm so frustrated at myself. I'm so frustrated. From people I don't even know. Offers coming over the phone. I'm so frustrated, man. I'm so frustrated. Stone cowboy. If I was truly a rhinestone cowboy, I wouldn't be doing stuff like this. I need to hold myself to a higher level. I'm frustrated. Like a rhinestone cowboy. I'm telling you, bro. Getting calls and letters from people I don't even know. And offers coming over the phone. Like a rhinestone cowboy. I'm not feeling this station right now. I'm not. You know what? Yeah. What's up, Angel Padilla? I can't believe he's still awake. I'm frustrated at myself right now. I'm very frustrated at myself. I keep dropping the ball. And I'm tired of giving myself excuses. And I was saying this for the after the factors just now. In case you don't know, in case you don't watch these videos after the fact, in case you don't pop back in and see what you missed, I have a little nugget. Every single time before I start these live streams, I have like 2 minutes where I have alone time, where I have precious alone time with the ATFers, the after the factors. And we have nice little conversation before all you guys start come streaming in. And I was apologizing. I was saying, you know what? I'm tired of giving myself excuses. I'm tired of giving myself all these reasons why I'm starting streaming at 1 in the morning. And it's because all the people that coming through the house because I'm trying to sell the house, all the different inspections, all the different appraisals, all the different updates, things that people have to do. And I'm tired of giving myself excuses. But when I was in the middle of saying that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep giving myself excuses because if it wouldn't have been for that, I would have done way better today. And I'm frustrated. Because I should have streamed like 6 hours ago. I'm frustrated. It's so annoying, bro. It's so annoying. I'm frustrated. And then I have to see a video of Alexander Volkanovski. I have to see a video of Alexander Volkanovski saying some of the dumbest stuff that I have ever heard Alexander Volkanovski say. And you know we're all guilty of it. We're all guilty of it. We all have our different favorite active fighters at different times. And that's how it goes. We all have our Mount Rushmores. You know, we all have our Khabib Nurmagomedov, who's going to be the GOAT no matter what. But then you have your different active fighters. And I've gone through my different phases. I've had different active fighters. I've had my Khabib Nurmagomedov. I've had Yoel El Mero Mero. I've had Rose Namajunas. I've had Alexander Volkanovski. I've had Daniel Cormier. Believe it or not, I've had at one time Charles Oliveira. I've gone through. We're fickle. I always talk about it. We are fickle in the sport. And at a time, and I still am, I will still say, and I think that's why I got as upset as I did. Because I'm a Volkamaniac. Volkamania runs wild with me. I am a Volkamaniac. I bought the t-shirt. Actually, I did not buy the t-shirt. Those UFC shirts are expensive. But I photoshopped one. I photoshopped the t-shirt. And some would say, that's even more significant. Because I put the time in. And you have to pay for Photoshop. It's a monthly subscription. So it's like, in the long run, I'm more than paid for the shirt, you know? The UFC shirts are expensive, but in the grand scheme of things, you know, I've been paying for Photoshop for years. But I saw a video today of Alexander Volkanovski saying some of the dumbest stuff that I have ever seen Alexander Volkanovski say. And he was on this podcast that has like, I mean, it seems like he was doing someone a solid or something like that. He was on a podcast that has like literally like 1,000 something subscribers. I think it's like literally one of his homies or something like that. And he was saying some interesting stuff the other day too. I did a I did an all of a sudden episode. I think I had a little segment about him a few weeks ago, where he came on and he was talking about how he was fighting for the money. That he ain't fighting for legacy. The legacy don't put food on the table and this and that. He's trying to make sure he's got money in the bank for his kids and his grandkids and stuff like that. And he was basically talking about how he's on that Cowboy Cerrone trajectory. That he's just showing up to work. He's collecting that paycheck. He's punching in. Literally. And, you know, there's something that I have to respect about that. Because when you look at it that way, okay. A job is a job. You know, I would assume that 99.9% of the people in here, when you go to work, is probably not what you wanted to do with your life. You probably don't look forward to going to sleep every night because you can't wait to get up in the morning and do whatever it is. You probably don't look at your job like that. It's probably something that you wound up doing, you stumbled into, you're waiting for the next thing. I don't know. So, from that perspective, you know what? Having the discipline and the maturity to do that, you know, to live Groundhog Day over and over and keep doing that so that you could provide for your family. In a big way, I respect that. It's like, okay, as long as you're going to admit that, as long as you're going to let everybody know that that's what's what, and, you know, so people don't go and bet all their money on you and stuff like that, cool. If you're literally there just to collect a paycheck, cool. But at the level of Alexander Volkanovski, this is coming out the mouth of someone that's currently holding a strap. And of course, it is a leftovers. It is a leftovers type of strap. Because some dude did come and knock him out and take that strap from him and then vacate. And now he fought someone else of lower caliber to get it right back. So it's kind of like, does it even count? You know? And I am saying this as a Volkamaniac. But that is exactly why I harbor this righteous indignation. It's like when Daniel Cormier was fighting DC. I was such a big fan of Daniel Cormier. He was my favorite active fighter. And when he beat Stipe Muchacho that one time, I was like, please, bro, Please retire. Be done. Be done with it. It's over. Your back is bad. You know, the dude sneezed. The dude sneezed and he blew out 3 discs. And he did it anyway. He went against my wishes. He did it anyway. And, you know, maybe he didn't ruin it. Maybe he didn't even tarnish is too strong a word. But I would say it affected his legacy. He could have went out a winner. He could have went out a champ. He could have went out on top. Of course, people going to talk about the finger pokes, this and that. But people are going to do that no matter what. You're either going to go out the dude with the strap, with the finger pokes that won, or you're going to be the dude that got knocked out and they're still making fun of you because you were still doing finger pokes. At least you could have went out with the gold, homie. I told him to stop. The reason I bring that up, the only reason I share this with you, I'm only sharing this with you to let you know that you got, and I'm going to get into it, but I had a fighter like DC who was my favorite active fighter, and he was going against intelligence. He was letting the game get to him, the money. He was getting drunk on that money. And Alexander said some very telling things in this interview that he was just in. He was talking about how he's going to be in an upcoming movie. He's going full Ronda Rousey. This is why, and I started to put the puzzle pieces together. This is why we have seen the decline. It's just been the compound effect of terrible decisions. Now, the first fight that he had with Makhachev, the first fight, and I know we probably got some Saudi models here. I know we probably got some Saudi models here in the chat. I understand that. It goes with it. It's the nature of the beast. But if you're gonna be honest with yourself, Alexander Volkanovski won that first fight against Makhachev. Take a moment with it. Take a moment with it. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Tell yourself as you sit alone in your room right now, if you're going to be honest with yourself. You ain't got your homies around right now. You don't got to show off for anybody. You don't got to save face with the crowd. You could be honest with yourself right now and say what's what. Alexander Volkanovski won that first fight against Makhachev. But he could have won it in a clear-cut, dominant fashion where they didn't have to leave it up to the Saudi models. And now I'm starting to put the puzzle pieces together. He admitted today on a podcast that he's in the new Street Fighter movie. He went full Ronda Rousey. He is spreading himself too thin. He's getting distracted. He wants to be famous. And he's thinking about that generational wealth. He's not thinking about the strap. He's thinking about the money. He's not thinking about the legacy. He's thinking about that paycheck. And again, I respect that. I have to respect that because at the end of the day, and you already know, even at the beginning of the day, he's doing it to provide for his family. And that's respectable. That is respectable. If he was a UFC fighter and he was only doing it for legacy, he was only doing it for the Hall of Fame, he was only doing it for the fans, he was only doing it to be on a poster one day like he was talking about, like when he was younger, having Muhammad Ali and whatnot, and he wasn't doing it for his family, and he wasn't doing it to put food on the table, that I cannot respect. You got a family, you got to take care of it. That's your priority. So I do respect it. But bro, you can't come out after losing a decision to Makhachev that you could have won decisively had you gone in differently. You can't come out after winning decisively to Makhachev the second time. You can't come out after losing to Tapuera. You can't come out after all this and then start admitting, well, I'm just doing it for the kids and, my 401k and making sure that we're set and buying some land. And no, fool, you got to say that up front. You know how many people probably lost money on you? And I'm not I'm not promoting gambling. Maybe if you did, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Maybe you ain't going to gamble no more because of this dude. I don't know. But Street Fighter, I went ahead and looked it up. I went ahead and looked up the movie, and I don't know how significant his role was. I don't know how dedicated he was. I don't know how much he had to be on the set, but I will tell you this. Here is what I do know. Street Fighter has been in production for over 2 years. over 2 years. Now, what does that mean? 2 years and 1 day? 2 years and 11 months and 29 days? I don't know. And if it was in production over 2 years, how long before that did Volkanovski know about it and started getting on his dome about it? Started preparing for that instead of for the fights. He was even talking to the dude on the podcast about how he wanted to look a certain way, how he wanted to at least, and I quote, he's like, I gotta at least have a 4-pack. I gotta come correct. I gotta at least have a 4-pack. So he's thinking more about aesthetics than about victories right now. While you're at home on Prize Picks, trying to convince your lady to put some money on this dude, he's over here thinking about aesthetics. He's thinking about Street Fighter. And I say this as a Volkamaniac. I say this as a fan who feels gypped right now. And I just learned very recently that to use the word gypped is considered hate speech, and I forgot about that. I don't know if there's any gypsies in the chat. He was admitting on the video that he is in a movie now. He's an actor. He said that he wants to be the next Jason Statham. And then he said that he would like Jason Statham to be the actor in the movie of his life, which, by the way, is a little assuming. I'm not sure if anyone's going to be making a movie about Alexander Volkanovski anytime soon. Maybe a straight to DVD. But then he went on to say, you know what, Chale, I'm going to play myself. This dude, he's going full meta. He went from assuming that Jason Statham was going to play him, which is already pretty huge. You know, I think I'll have Jason Statham play me just like that. Like it's, snap of the fingers. And then he interrupts himself. He's like, you know what? Actually, I'm an actor now. So I'm just going to play myself. He's going to play imagine if Ray Charles played himself in Ray. Imagine if Johnny Cash had played himself in Walk the Line. You see? Imagine if Dewey Cox had played himself in Walk Hard. Do you see what I'm saying? This dude wants to play himself. This dude went full Inception. He starts talking about his viral food videos, his cooking videos. So now he's a social media influencer. Now he's an actor. He's a celebrity. This dude is bumping Jason Statham. In a matter of about 2.5 seconds, Jason Statham got bumped straight off the IMDb. He's like, I think I'll have Jason Statham. Charlie, I think I'll do it. Jason Statham got bumped. Volkanovski is now a celebrity Hollywood actor, and now he's a social media influencer. So much so that Sean Strickland just called him out to a fight. Why is it always the same type of dudes? Sean Strickland, Sean O'Malley, Colby Covington. Did you see Colby Covington now? He was fighting a social media influencer and made him throw up in the cage. Why is it always these types of dudes? It's never George St. Pierre. It's never Khabib. It's never Fedor. It's never these respectable, true martial artists. It's always the insecure loudmouths. Why is it always these dudes? Maybe they see something of themselves in these other dudes. The dudes that they claim they have the loud mouths and the annoying followings and they're little immature kids and they're annoying and they're just trying to clout chase. I think they're projecting. I think they see something in themselves in there. I think they're at war with themselves is what it is. Alexander Volkanovski started talking about when he was in these training camps, how he would record some of the footage of him making food for his nutrition, and they started going viral and started taking off. And now during the fight camps, just like with the movie, he's more focused on his aesthetics than with the actual training for the fight. Now he's more focused on making these viral TikToks about his food instead of actually focusing on the nutrition. And because of that, he allows himself to do something ridiculous like take fights on 11 days notice with Islam Makhachev. He knows what kind of fight it is. He had just done it. He knows how close it was. And then he takes one on 11 days notice when he just came back from vacation. He told the dude on the podcast, I've actually never been that out of shape in my life. I usually keep it pretty tight. I usually like to stay in shape. I've never been this out of shape. But I went ahead and took it on 11 days notice because that's how I like to get down. He said, I like to be the underdog. I love being the underdog. He likes to put himself in precarious situations. It's one thing to feel like you're the underdog and kind of feed off of that, kind of like how Dudu Plessis was doing, of course, in a very delusional type of manner. And now you know that after the fact, even though I tried to tell you before, now you know that. 2020, hindsight. But he likes to put himself in every type of position possible to have the worst type of outcome. This dude beats Max Holiday 3 times in a row. He thinks he's invincible. He thinks he could come straight out of vacation, way overweight, no fight camp, take it on 11 days notice after he lost to him the first time. That's how he treats his fans? Imagine how upset I would be if I did bet on him. If I did buy the t-shirt. He admitted in the podcast that training is boring. He said that training is repetitive. Well, I'm sorry, Volkanovski. Are you not entertained? I'm sorry training is boring, fool. I'm sorry that it got redundant after a little while. What do you want to do, fool? You want to throw on sweat into the oldies? You got to be entertained through your training? You got that ADHD or what? That's what you signed up for. Oliveira pulled out on Makhachev. Sarukian pulled out on Makhachev. You weren't even signed up. It wouldn't even have been it wouldn't have even been categorized as a pullout. You just would have not been making a stupid choice. Oliveira pulls out, ex-champ. Sarukian pulls out, viable contender. You pull out. No, you didn't pull out. You could have just said, no, this is a stupid move. I'm not going to do this. But you did it. People are pulling out left and right on Makhachev. You don't have to be ashamed. All you had to do was not take a stupid fight. It wouldn't even been pulling out. But you know what you did? You know what you did? Something that you divulged on the podcast as well. You took the fat paycheck. You put the paycheck above the fight. You put the paycheck above setting yourself up for a good, solid, potential victory. You put the paycheck above your fans. You put the paycheck above legacy. And you know what? You know what? Dang it. You know what, Volkanovski? I respect it. I respect it. And I want to be mad. I want to be mad. I'm calling it out. I'm talking about it. I'm laying it out. I'm talking about all the things that he passed on because it was all about the money. And as I say it, as I'm talking about it, as I'm laying it out bit by bit, I can't help but realize how much I respect it. And I didn't plan on going on this direction. I was planning on being upset with him. I was planning on giving that dude the silent treatment. I was going to let the sun go down on my wrath. But as I'm saying this stuff out loud, I cannot help but realize that I respect it. And he did the difficult thing. He did the difficult thing. He's taking the heat. He's taking the wrath of the media, of the fans, of the naysayers, dare I say, even of the Grandmaster. And you know what? He doesn't care. He doesn't care. His family is more important to him. He doesn't care about the memes. He doesn't care about the negative comments. He doesn't care about his mixed martial arts record on Wikipedia. He does not care about how it affects his status. All he cares about is supporting and providing for his family. And that I respect the most. I started off this video thinking that I was going to be so mad at Alexander Volkanovski. You know what else? He said something very dumb. He said that even when he's injured, he goes into a fight camp, he'll take fights, he won't say nothing. Because he says, I'm just not going to believe it. I'm just going to train like if I'm not injured. He goes in there with that power of positive thinking like if he was Joel Osteen. He just says, I'm going to name it, claim it, and I'm just going to say my ankle's not broken anymore. And we've seen the result of that. It does not work. He was actually saying, well, if my left leg is hurt, I'm gonna think about my right leg, and I'm not even gonna use the left leg. But I respect it. I just threw myself a curveball. Chuck Fury at FuriousComedy.com. You are in top form tonight. You have obviously been training harder than Volk. Respect. Also, we still need that Big Al emoji, homie. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I have already had an extensive conversation with Marilena. I'm going to be very diligent about the way I conduct myself this evening. Okay? And you know what? No, I'm not going to disclose that. I'm going to be very specific about my goings on this evening. And I have a plan of attack for tomorrow. I plan on being left alone and having no interruptions. And one of the things that I would like to do is carve out that emoji. So thank you very much. Thank you, Chuck Fury at FuriousComedy.com. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. I want to thank everybody for rolling through. I'm sorry that I've been largely ignoring you. I'm just trying to get my feelings out. I'm just trying to get my point out. And then I went and threw myself a curveball. And somehow, I now respect Alexander Volkanovski more than I ever have. Yes, we belong together. I'm here till the melatonin kicks in. Justin Sanders, I want to say again, every once in a while, I should just thank you again out of nowhere. I just want to say thank you, bro. I don't want it to be quickly forgotten. Justin Sanders, in case you're new to this community, Justin Sanders, and he's shy about it. You know, he's a humble dude. He told me, you don't even need to say nothing about it. You don't even need to talk about it. Justin Sanders threw $500 into my PayPal and went through the wrath of the employees at PayPal with his bank. People were calling him. They were freezing his account. They were sending dudes to his door with suitcases. They looked like the Men in Black. They were trying at every turn to stop him. And he said, no, this will go through. And I just want to say thank you, Justin. I don't forget stuff like that. And I don't want you to think that it was something that just came and went and it's over and we've moved on. I want you to know that you're a huge blessing. Thank you, Justin Sanders. Very generous individual. Every time I see your name, I just think, what a dude. I've told you I've had trauma in my past because of KFC and some of the bad experiences I had there. And, you know, we've kind of tried to smooth things over with the Sanders name. I just want you to know I appreciate you, Justin. You cannot serve two masters. Oh, I've learned that the hard way. F-bomb. You cannot serve both God and mammon. Oh, I've learned that the hard way. I know, bro. Long as we share them, baby, together, baby. O'Malley said as much. He copied Conor. You know what? I want to say something because I got to be fair. If I'm going to dish it out, I have to be willing to be honest, you know, when things deviate down the road. Sean O'Malley has been impressive the last few weeks. He is someone that, you know, he came in with the biggest ego, big personality, and a lot of people liked it. I feel like the same kind of person that would like Israel Adesanya liked O'Malley. But he was a very abrasive, kind of like super cocky, big ego. Like, you know, you either love that kind of thing or you hate it. And it was not for me. And he got humbled recently. And he's been going on like this type of campaign where he's making efforts to reinvent himself. And he's been admitting, like you said right now, Justin, hey, I was trying to be Conor. I saw this dude. I was impressed. I was influenced by him. I liked the way he'd call his shots. It was super cool. It was something that I aspired to. I tried doing it myself. And it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And he kind of took on this type of character, this larger than life character. And it got to a point where he focused more on the character and the entertainment, just like with the podcast and the appearances and different things he would do on social media. I would see him pop up on different social media, on different YouTubers' accounts that I didn't even know that he knew. He was showing up in like random prank channels, prank videos and stuff like that. Stuff that I would have never expected. He was definitely making the rounds. He was doing his thing. He was trying to make his money, getting his sponsors, doing all his reads and all that kind of thing. And it outgrew his talents. It outgrew his skills. And that's not to say that he could never get to a certain point. He's clearly been a dude since the first time we ever saw him in what, the Dana White Contender Series, with loads of potential and charisma. But what he did was he poured into those aspects of himself instead of the physical aspects, the training, the skills, those types of talents. And if he goes forward from this point on, putting just as much effort into the things he needs to as far as being a fighter, well, then he's going to be a dangerous individual. If he stops focusing on the entertainment portions, the podcast, all those different types of things, and puts that into his training, we may see a whole different trajectory from this point on. But I just want to say, hey, I've talked a lot of papas about that fool, and I've had fun doing it, and he's made it very, very easy. But I have to acknowledge that he's been verbally trying to right his wrongs, and he's been very humble lately. I want to say thank you I don't know what username this is tied to. I can't tell by looking at this what username this will be tied to. But I just want to say thank you to I'll say first name Connor. Thank you very much, Connor. Connor just slapped down $12 $12 for them Costco weenies. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you. I don't recognize your name. I don't know if you're new here or... Again, I don't know what username is tied to, but I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, Connor. Thank you. We're in a new month. We're starting out a new month. I told Marilena, don't freak out. Don't freak out. This is what we're doing. You can't jump off the ship now. Don't look at your feet. Eyes up ahead. Don't look at the water. Thank you, Connor. What's the number, GM? Bro, I'm going to be honest. I'm scared to look, bro. I'm I'm gonna have to attack my members' efforts like really hard from this point forward. I'm gonna need to go on a members campaign. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought I was gonna get sad right now. I thought we were gonna go below. We're at 924 right now. We're still at 924. Now, I don't remember what point in August we started hitting the members like crazy, and we started, but whenever those first couple, I know that there was a couple that we just skyrocketed, and whenever we get there, there might be a big drop off. So I'm like, I'm gonna make something that I never thought I would make, because it seemed boring to me, and I never wanted to conduct this channel this way, but I think it's smart. I want to make something that's called a content calendar. I want to make something that's very strategic and methodical and laid out, so every single day I know what I'm doing, and I have that skeleton, and then it's even easier to add things and tweak things here and there, so that I can make sure that I'm paying the right amounts of attention to the right things on the channel. And I really want to put a strong membership focus on here. And I want to thank those of you, especially the homie Unbelievable. I want to thank those of you on here who have helped me with that. The memberships on this channel have absolutely changed and turned everything around. I never thought I would have any kind of focus on memberships on here. But I've definitely seen the fruits of that. I wanted to do P90X, but I think it was like real expensive back in the day, wasn't it? You're too good, Justin. You're too good, bro. You're too good. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Once I started becoming a YouTuber, I started to, like, when I actually come across a channel that I like, I really try to go out of my way and make sure I take the time to like, leave a comment and all that, because I know how much it means now. Before I started doing it, I had to be honest, I was just like a selfish viewer. It didn't even occur to me. And I would just think like, oh, everyone else could like and leave comments. You know, my comment's not going to make a difference. My like's not going to make a difference. But now I know how much it means. So like you saying that I'm the first channel you ever donated to or ever did anything like that, like, I appreciate that, man. I was just busy washing dishes, but I was still watching, lurking, smirking. Thank you, bro. P90X circa 2011, best waste of time of my life. Bro, how was it a waste of time? You didn't get shredded? Billy Blanks, that dude is crazy. Did you ever do the hip hop abs? We are family. I got all my homies with me. I hated the girl in yellow in the front of the Tybo video making us feel bad about ourselves. Wait, I don't remember that girl. I got all my homies with me. We are family. Cause I got all my homies with me. Man, I typed in Tybo girl in yellow, and I'm gonna have to delete my search history now. Like Marilene's gonna be, why are you trying to find that girl in the yellow? And I can't even find her. Cause I got all my homies with me. We are family. Cause I got all my homies with me. Dang, I don't know who she is. Hey, why do I keep hearing this song? Someone just blessed the community. Someone just blessed the community. We are family. Cause I got all my homies with me. I never liked them either, John B. I couldn't stand stand that dude. One of my most viewed videos ever that has like 1 point something million, I think almost has 2 million views, was just clowning on that dude. I can't stand that dude. But I look at it like this. If I'm going to try to be an objective human being, and I got to be honest with myself, it's like, hey, why did I not like him? And if it was for reasons A, B, and C, and then if he gets to a point in his life where he starts turning A, B, C around and changing it, it's like, hey, if that's why I didn't like him and now he's changing it, hey, am I going to be a hypocrite? Am I just going to be mad just for the sake of it? If that's why I didn't like him and now he's changing it, why am I still holding on to it, you know? I gotta give him some space. I got to give him that grace. I got to give him the room to grow. If he's going to turn around and be a better human being and I still stay hating on him, what does that say about me? So I gotta look at, I'm looking at that man in the mirror. Hey, my song is on. My song is on. Woo! Oh, I love this song too much. Hey, when you have time after the stream, Oh Honey by Delegation. Bro, I put this on loop, man. It's one of the most beautiful intros ever. The whole song, I love it, bro. Oh, Connor. Hey, thank you. There you are. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the community. You keep us on the train tracks, bro. Tomorrow when I'm doing my research, I'm going to start working on a prediction. It's hard after the fact. Those post-fight predictions, it's hard after the fact because I'm fighting that clock. And everyone's forgetting about the fight as every day goes by. But I'm going to start working on my prediction. My Makachev and Jack de la Marilena. I'm going to start working on it. And when I'm sitting there and I'm doing those kind of things, and it's kind of scary because I'm doing a job where, you know, I'm not getting paid by the hour, you know. I don't got some company taking care of me. I get to think of things like that. Those contributions, bro. Thank you. That's what takes care of me when I put that work in. Justin Sanders, I hope all you guys had the best evening. Keep speaking the true GM. You're the voice of reason in the vacuum that MMA is becoming. Have a good night. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Hey, and I apologize. And Marilena tells me all the time. As a matter of fact, she was just telling me last night. The intentions don't mean... Intentions don't mean... Write it down. Intentions don't mean... Because I keep having the best of intentions, but if I'm not delivering, it doesn't matter. And I want to get on here early. I was supposed to get on here earlier today. I don't want to disrespect those East Coasters anymore. I was supposed to get on here earlier today, but everything keeps going sideways. Nothing ever seems to go the way it's supposed to go. And I get on here way too late, and I don't mean to disrespect the East Coasters. I apologize. I'm going to be getting here earlier for you guys, especially you, Justin Sanders. Which is ironic, because KFC closes annoyingly early. I don't know why it closes so early. Is it fast food or not? All the other fast foods stay open later. ARJR721. That's who it was. That's the culprit. ARJR721 just sent 10 Mexican martial arts memberships. Congratulations, never believe government. Robert Robertson. Callum Ball Music. Loyalty makes us family. Makes a family. Loyalty makes a family. Loyalty makes, I can't read. Loyalty makes you family. Craig Donner. Braven Kamaka. Daz. Blue Waffle Hunter Immortal. Rolling Loud Podcast. And my buddy O.O. My buddy 0.0. My buddy O. Thank you so much, ARJR721. Thank you. I appreciate you. Unbelievable. That puts us at 934. We've never been closer to our goal of 2 million members. Thank you, ARJR721. Thank you. Hip Hop Abs is my street name. ARJR721. Correction 934. Who's got the next 10? Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you. PI homework. Hey, you gonna be a private investigator? I was thinking about doing that a while back, T. Nally. That sounds cool. It is a nice sound, bro. I'm telling you. Oh, Honey by Delegation. Oldie but goodie, bro. Post-fight clarity. Oh, man. How long is the song, GM? 5 minutes and 56 seconds. Justin Sanders just gifted a membership. Justin Sanders just brought another soul into the community. Congratulations, Aaron. Aaron. Thank you. Thank you, Justin Sanders. Homie keeps on giving, man. Homie keeps on giving. Hey, the last 10 members that just joined the Mexican Martial Arts family, and Aaron, don't forget to scope out the membership perks tab. Membership perks tab on my YouTube homepage. It's the dark web of the Mexican Martial Arts. All the goodies that you can see that no one else has access to. Yeah, bro. I've been learning that the hard way. Intentions don't matter. And I guess that makes sense, you know, because you could literally, otherwise you could literally do anything. Literally do anything and be like, well, I meant to do this, you know. It's like what I've said it before to you guys, like when I tell my kids, when they didn't do something, and they'll say, well, I didn't do it on, or they did something, and they'll say, well, I didn't do it on purpose. And I'll say, yeah, but you didn't not do it. Like, I can't think of the wording right now. They'll say, I didn't do it on purpose. And I'll be like, yeah, but you also didn't make sure to not do that thing. You also didn't make sure to make the conscious decision to not do that. You can't just default to always doing the bad thing. You have to make an effort. You have to be proactive in doing the right thing so that by default, you don't do the wrong thing. And I got to taste of my own medicine, you know. Jay Smith. Did you read my last email? I sent you. Yeah, bro, I sent you an email back. We're still playing phone email. Or how do you say that? Email tag. Phone email. Yeah, bro, I sent you an email back. I appreciate you, bro. I'm on a bad schedule, man. I'm on a bad schedule. If anyone ever sends me a message or something, just expect a reply back in like a week. Like, I rarely did. I dug into my emails a while back and found a bunch of potential sponsorship stuff, and I was like, oh snap, I could have been rich by now. How does YouTube and PayPal money work for you when you go to do taxes? I'm gonna be honest, Marilena does all of that stuff. I wouldn't know where to begin. But as what I do know, which I think might be what you're asking, it's just like a person that is a freelancer or they're self-employed or self-contract or whatever. When it comes time to do your taxes at the end of the year, you're just going to get slapped with, like, you have to divulge your earnings. And then they're going to tell you, boom, this is the taxes you owe now. So you don't pay it throughout the year, but you better be ready. You better have set some aside, because it's just like, that's how it goes. So yeah, but she does all of that. She's the math person. She's the brainiac. She's the one that does all the numbers. And that's what she's doing with schooling and all that. So that's the kind of stuff that she's good at. I was actually going to put a new song on the members tab very soon here. I wrote a song. I wrote a song that was kind of like a breakup song, like a goodbye song to my house. I was sad, and I didn't know how to let my feelings out about it. So I wrote a song. So I wrote a song to you, house. So I'm probably put that on the channel real soon. um Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't even think of that before. If my earnings are from streaming donations, I could just write them off as donations. I never thought about that. You guys just saved me so much money. Oh, dang. And I got video proof. Oh my gosh. I'm going to fire Marilena. I don't think she's brought that up yet. I didn't even think about that. Like my entire earnings are donations. Imagine I get arrested. You guys see me on the news for tax evasion. And I'm like, who said it? And I'll be like, ARJR7. I'll be in handcuffs. ARJR721 said that that it was donations. I didn't know. Did you see the MMA Guru documentary? Is that the one by the dude? He has like an accent. I saw. I don't want to be disrespectful. He has like an accent. I saw portions of it. It's the one that's like a movie length, right? I saw like clips here and there, but you know. Is it good? You got the clips notes? Don't fire her. It will make Thanksgiving awkward. Yeah, especially because she's the one that does all the cooking. I'll make myself a little turkey sandwich with lunch meat turkey. Grandmaster's gonna turn into Wesley's Knives. Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying, though. I don't know if it's all donations. Maybe not, bro. That's pretty interesting. That's interesting. I do accounting, but know so little about income tax. Oh, snap. That's crazy. Well, I guess there's so many different branches of accounting, huh? And different things that you could do. Because I remember I was surprised a while back because Marilena does a lot of accounting stuff as well. And I remember one time I was a little frustrated at how little she seemed to know about a certain thing that I was asking. Because I just, people like me that don't know nothing about none of that stuff just assume if you know one thing, you know everything. Because it's like, it's all numbers, right? They're all numbers. If you know the numbers, you know the numbers. And I was whatever. The documentary is by Mixed Martial Academic. That sounds familiar. And I ask you because there's a big segment about you because you were one of the biggest YouTubers back in 2016, 17. So it's depressing. Oh, bro. If he talks about me, I'll check it out. I'm probably gonna get depressed though, bro. ARJR721, the ones that donate could claim that like tithes. Oh, the ones that donated. What a dummy. What a dummy. I forgot that's how it works. Oh my gosh. You see, this is why I need Marilena. What an idiot. I'm thinking if I'm the one that receives them. It's the ones that gives them. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Billy the Kidder. Absolutely, bro. I'm not gonna be ignoring you or anything, of course. It's the very least I could do. The Church of Fools togetherness in Jesus MMA. Oh man. Mixed martial academics should make the segment longer. It'll just make me more sad. Hey, remember how Jesse from MMA had like, you guys heard had, right? That it was past tense. He had like the most big channel. It was influential about 9 years ago. But that's motivating to me, like I will never, I don't even know how people could do that. Like, how there's some like artists, how like Billy Joel will go on tour and he'll still be singing, "Don't go changing to try and please me. You never let me down before." It's like, bro, write a new song. Like, I love that song. I will be the first one. I'll be sitting there, play something from The Stranger. I get it. I get that. But at the same time, it's like you can't just die. You can't just die while you're still alive. You got to keep living. You got to keep pushing that envelope, So like, I would never be able to look back on a certain period of time of what I was doing and be like, yup, that was it, man. That was the peak, Yeah, good old days. And now we're just going to do our best, and try to, no, Charlie, like, as far as I'm confirmed, like, this channel hasn't had its peak. It hasn't had its best days. And maybe I'm delusional, but it's just like a fighter. It's just like an athlete or like someone that's super successful in business. You have to have that delusional mindset. And I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be on here if I didn't think the best was ahead. That would be pathetic. And it might look like that externally. It might look like that to people on the outside. Like, yeah, it's had its best days, Flaco and, the breakdowns. And, we'll take what we could get, though. Nah. As far as I'm confirmed, we're going through some growing pains right now. We're going through a little bit of a learning curve. And then we're going to get the best at this channel like we could have never even anticipated. So it's like, bro, I ain't even close to my prime. Bro, are you serious? You talking about me and Flaco back in the day? You talking about those? That's when I was growing my amateur record, bro. That was in the amateurs. We hadn't even gone pro yet. I ain't even close to my prime. Jane Caulfield, I peaked 8 years ago. Oh. You can't just die while you're still alive. That's what I'm saying, bro. What's the point? It's like Bob Dylan said, he not busy being born is busy dying. He not busy being born is busy dying. So don't fear if you hear a foreign sound to your ear. I'm telling you, bro, that's heavy. He not busy being born is busy dying. You can't just die while you're still alive. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. I am reinvigorated. I am rejuvenated. I've been out to the world. I've seen too much. I've seen things. I can't go out into that industry that I was in. I can't go out into that world and do the things that I did and not come back and be better than ever. Not come back and be more disciplined than ever. Not come back and give you even better than we had in the past, because the ride or dies, the loyal, the faithful that stayed here and hung with me. I could do nothing less. I'm incapable of doing anything less than giving you bigger and better than you've ever seen on this channel. We will transcend the algorithm. Benjamin Vega. Our best days are behind us and our best days are ahead of us. It's the present that's the problem. I like that. I like that. I like that. Julio. We do have more members than ever. My level of delusion is equal, if not greater, than Tony Ferguson. Bro, Billy the Kidder, they're going to eat those words like crispy tripas when we make the movie. Billy the Kidder. I was doing some laundry before the stream. Bro, I was literally, like, verbally, like, I was acting out the intro scene as I was doing laundry. And I was kind of like, I was playing multiple characters, and I was saying this line and then that, and I was starting to write parts of it that I haven't even written down yet. And I was kind of trying different things, and I was laughing. I was like, yeah, it's coming together. We're going to do the movie, bro. Oh, for the longest time, whoa, if you said goodbye to me tonight, woo, the line goes hard. You can't die while you're alive. I felt dead for a long time in my life. Most of my 20s felt that way. I'm just starting to live. Bro, sometimes, and I've done this very, very, very recently, I'll think about earlier times in my life, and I'm like, like, especially if you have kids, I'm like, I think of younger years, and I feel like if I was living in this type of fog almost, and I'm like, I'm so mad at myself, and I'm struggling to come to terms with it and forgive myself. I don't need to forgive myself. I don't need to get all mushy like that. Like, what the heck does that even mean? Forgive myself? It's not like I'm another person. But, like, it's frustrating when I think of, I feel like how much time I've wasted when I was pursuing certain things, or I was so distracted with this or preoccupied with that. And I feel like I should have paid more attention to this. I should have played more here. I should have had more fun there. I should have. And you know, it's time that you can't ever get back. And man, that it torments me. It torments me because time is flying by. And the only thing I could do is do better right now. What's up, Drew? What's up, Drew? Just threw down 50 big ones. 50 big ones. What's up, Drew? You are consistently coming through big, homie. You are consistently coming through in a big. And I don't now that I've learned about some accounting tonight, I'm starting to think that you're a business owner. What's up, Drew? And that this is bro, to help you. It's all, you already know this. You could write off these donations, homie. And I love it. I love that for you. I love that for you. What's up, Drew? We are family. I got my roca with me. What's up, Drew? Thank you, bro. This dude is consistently popping up, showing support in several ways. On here, on the super chats, on memberships, on PayPal, just showing up left and right, supporting. Our family. I got all my homies with me. Thank you, bro. Thank you. That's a fat donation. I appreciate you. Jay Smith, you were still the GOAT. You were still the GOAT. Only make vids with Flacco. Dang, like that, Jay Smith? That's what I'm planning on doing, bro. And I mentioned it the other day. And it's not, you know, I know that there's people in here that support the stream and help out like crazy. And I don't want to take something away that you might like. So I'm not saying I'm going to stop doing breakdowns or anything like that. But you guys showing me that me being able to do this ain't coming from YouTube. It ain't coming from the algorithm. It ain't coming from AdSense. It's coming from you generous people contributing. And because of that, it allows me to make the videos I want. So that means I don't have to try to game the algorithm and what I think the general masses want and make breakdowns and predictions. I could just make videos with Flaco. For fun. Because they're fun. Because we love doing them. So you guys are enabling me to do that. Thank you, Jay Smith. Mar Loca just blessed 10 individuals and welcomed them with open arms into the Mexican martial arts family. Congratulations, G. John Phillips, FR, Aldo Patino, Dan Jensen, Bobcat, Caribou Jones, Gorilla 19K, Grim Lupas, Grim Lupus, and Sean Zane. Scope the membership perks tab on my YouTube homepage. Behind the scenes content that the general population does not have access to. The general population does not have access to it. I've made sure of it. Don't forget to scope the tab and get the most out of your membership. Thank you, Marloca, for being a consistent blessing to the community. She's living the Marloca. Jane Caulfield. It's hard to do. It's hard to do. Cause it's not my default. It's definitely not my default. I am my harshest critic. It's always hilarious when noobs come into the comment sections and try to give me a hard time because they cannot compete with me. I am my harshest critic. When noobs come into the comment section and try to give me a hard time, it takes me a moment to realize they're not complimenting me. Because anything they say is so much more positive than what I'm saying to myself. Trust me. We are at 945. We are at 945 members. Not only are we closer than ever to 2 million, our goal of 2 million subscribers, we have never been closer. We've never been closer to 4 digits. We've never been closer to 4 digits. I think tomorrow I'm going to do a stream. We stream till 1,000. I don't know. That's kind of lame. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Jay Smith. Thank you, bro. Bro, when you were doing that, I was just out burning on the pavement, just praying that I could sell someone a Mercedes. Melancholy martial arts. Can't figure out how I leave a message. Can't figure out how I leave a message. What platform are you talking about? You got to be talking about a different platform, right? Or was that the message? Is that what you were trying to push through and it finally worked, Melancholy? Oh, snap. I think my mouse is dying. Oh, snap. I think my mouse is dying. Oh, no. We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. ARJR721 almost broke my computer. ARJR721 almost broke the internet and my computer. My mouse wasn't working and then I saw that he blessed people with memberships. How is it evading T-Nally? How is T-Nally dodging all of these memberships? Family. I got ARJR with me. The universal student, Jack Ludvigsen. Adam Cosper. Tony. Solid Poos. Damian Best. Ruben Angel. Love Kai. Bronze Arms View. And Wolf FR. Thank you, ARJR721. Thank you, ARJR721. I don't know how you do it. Unbelieve a boy. Unbelieve a boy. Wait, that was a joke? Hey, I'm going to be honest with you. Because I got a weird, twisted, offbeat sense of humor, Melancholy. I thought that was funny. You saying I can't figure out how to leave a message and leaving a message in the process of that. I thought that was funny. But I chose not to laugh because I felt like it would be disrespectful if you didn't mean it to be a joke. So, I like it. Bro. If you were just blessed with a Mexican martial arts membership, don't forget to scope the membership perks tab on my YouTube homepage for all the behind the scenes goodies that the general population does not have access to. It's very special undercover stuff. It's the Area 51 of the Mexican martial arts. People say that it doesn't exist, but it does. But it does. Thank you, Jay Smith. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Oh. Thank you, Exile 420. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you, Jay Smith. Yeah. Listen, I kind of gave Marilena my word. And again, I don't want to get into these intentions problems, you know? I kind of gave her my word earlier that I wasn't going to overdo it because I started way too late. And there's things that I'm going to kind of assist with right now. And just it's kind of been something that we've been talking about. Like, not only do I want to get on a better earlier schedule so I could do better for you and do better on the channel. Being my lady and everything, she would prefer that I not go to sleep at 4 a.m. every day, you know? So I kind of understand that. So, GM, you ever done Gen Pop in real life? Kind of. I talked about it a couple streams ago. I was on the other side though. You know what I'm saying? I was on the other side. I was babysitting. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of another lifetime ago. Much different career choice. Bro. We are family. I got Unbelievable Boy with me. Bro. ARJR721 is doing everything that he can to save a life, to send out a life vest to Teen Alley. Mike Yim, Willie Mendoza, CPT Pork Chop, CRGTX325, Vince, Darkside 101, Robert Hernandez, Dave Mileto, Richard Newman, and local taxi driver. Bro staying out here disrespecting all these Ubers, standing his ground, saying, I've been here. ARJR721. ARJR721, aka Unbelievable Boy, has taken us to 965. 965. I said I'm doing the stream tomorrow till we get to 1,000. It's going to be a 5-minute stream. It's going to be a 5-minute stream because ARJR721 has gotten us so close. Dangerously close. Unbelievable Boy. Family. Cause I got all my homies with me. Thank you, bro. I ask those of you who have just been blessed. I ask those of you who have just been blessed to scope the membership perks tab on my YouTube homepage. Don't allow these gifted memberships to have been gifted in vain. Make the most of them. Take advantage of them. Take advantage of them. You guys are too good to me. I'm gonna go do some family stuff right now. I'm gonna be back better than ever. I'm gonna be back better than ever tomorrow. Better than ever. I'm coming tomorrow for that legacy. I'm on a different trajectory than Alex Volkanovski. I'm coming tomorrow for that legacy. We're building that legacy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging in there with me, even though I show up so fashionably late. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love the community. The people in here already know what's what. The people in here know that it's different. This community is built different. I appreciate you. I look forward to hanging out with you every day. We're going to do it again tomorrow. You be safe out there. You take care of yourselves. You represent your community well.